Hi, Peter. How are you today?
Very well, and yourself, Stan?
Good, good. So we're going to record a short video today on, I suppose, our services as a broking firm. So, Peter, let's start with your consulting and valuation services in this business. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Stan, so we're probably best known for our practice broking service and not as well known for some of the other work that we do, such as valuations. And law firms are businesses, and businesses do need to be valued for various different reasons. And we can provide a formal valuation of a law firm or a legal practice that can be used in, say, a court matter in litigation. And we will adhere to the international valuations standard in doing so and produce a formal document for that. But we also do valuations, which I call appraisals, or a broker valuation or broker appraisal, which is a much shorter document and often suits other purposes. So, for example, someone might be interested to know what the value of their practice is. And obviously, they can just get an appraisal. They don't need a formal valuation. It's quicker, it's much less expensive. And sometimes we can just do a guidance, and that may not involve any document or just a brief summary, not much financial analysis. So there's different levels of valuations for different purposes. And we specialize in law firms. That's what we know, law firms and legal practices. So we're not doing valuations of other types of businesses. We stick to our niche, our area of expertise, which is law firms. Then, perhaps even less well known than our valuations service is the consulting that we do. We do a lot of consulting. And why do we do consulting? Well, it's interesting because I never really set up to promote a consulting service. It's in response to demand and our experience over the years. We've looked at thousands of law firms over the years, and we've analyzed their financial statements. We understand the benchmarks and staffing and remuneration and partnership agreements, and so much to do with legal practices that we have experience in that we draw on to provide advice when needed for different reasons. And of course, succession arrangements. But Stan, our core service is practice broking, which you are leading. Would you like to say a few words about our practice broking service?
Sure. Well, the thing I'd really like to emphasize is that it is about confidentiality. We deal with firms of all sizes. We last year have sold larger, medium, and smaller firms. So where our experience comes in is keeping this process confidential. And I think that's one of the great concerns of vendors is once I decide to list my practice, will everyone find out? What if my staff find out? What will happen? So we can guide the vendor through this whole process because of the 20 years of experience that you've had
And
and the
Stan,
years of experience that I've
can
had.
I ask
Yes.
what type of firms we're dealing with? Where are they located? What size are they?
Look, our firms are located all over New South Wales, and the CBD firms especially are of interest to us, but not just the CBD firms, metro firms. So we have sold practices with turnover in excess of 5 million. We have sold practices, many that are, that sort of 2 to 4, 2 to 5 million, and then many sole operators who might only have $500,000 in revenue, but are looking to either shift their lifestyle to a part-time focus only on law work, don't want to have to deal with the administration, the staff issues, etc. So they're wanting to sell at a reasonable goodwill value, but more importantly, even is getting someone to lease the building that they might own. So we're involved in consulting arrangements for the vendor, in leasing arrangements for the vendor, and really setting out the future for them that really matches what they're after. So we're
And
here to match the buyer.
And sometimes, Stan, that buyer is not an external party. Sometimes that buyer
Yep.
is an internal staff or someone associated with the firm.
Yes, and we can negotiate the way through that for the vendor. Absolutely. So, Peter, I think overall, what we're trying to communicate with this particular video is that we do consulting in all aspects of operating, owning, selling a law firm. We do consulting in buying a law firm. You know, I talk to prospects all the time about what they should be looking for and what's important for them. That's part of the matchmaking process. And we do lots of sales of practices, so legal practice broking. That's what we're trying to emphasize. Is there anything else you want to say, Pete?
Well, I want to ask, where can someone find out more about our services?
Sure. I think our website's the best spot. You can check www.peterfrankl.com.au. Our phone numbers are on that website. Our emails are on that website. Happy to take a call or get in touch via email. We look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you, Stan.